Tickety-Boo News. So, Black Panther, a Marvel superhero thing, and you know I'm no big fan of superhero stories. Black Panther opens this weekend. It's supposed to break all kinds of box office records, although you never know if that's going to be true or not. But leave it to the social justice warriors to take a superhero film and turn it into an occasion for hatred and division and, just like the most obnoxious. They're saying that on Rotten Tomatoes, where it's gotten like a 98% critics rating, they're saying that like they're throwing people off if they give it a bad review. They're banning them from the site. I don't know if that's true, but I have heard this. And people are just getting so upset if anybody makes any criticism of it. No criticism of it is allowed. What do you think that's going to do? They social justice warriors, do they know they ruin everything? One woman on Twitter said that she's not going to go that first weekend because she's white, and she doesn't want to suck the joy out of the experience of the black people there. And I thought, like, so who are you going to suck the joy out of? You're going to be sucking the joy. Obviously, a person like you is going to be sucking the joy from someone. Who's it going to be if not the black people watching this? So the New York Times ran an article, who's allowed to wear a Black Panther mask? Who is allowed to wear? And they were lamenting, they're so confused because one of the great things, of course, about blacks becoming more a part of our society as they have, is that kids don't care. When Jackie Robinson, one of the great triumphs of Jackie Robinson was that suddenly little white kids were pretending to be Jackie Robinson. That's a triumph. So little white kids wanting to be Black Panther, that's a good thing, right? I mean, that's what we want. Didn't we just hear Nancy Pelosi, how proud she was of her grandchild who wanted to be brown? So, who's allowed to wear a Black Panther mask? How about this? How about kiss my tuchus? I'll wear any damn thing I please because I'm an American. How would that be? And the thing is, when I was at the prayer breakfast, there were all the people got up. Most of them were Christian. There's one rabbi, and he's an old guy, and he worked for the Simon Wiesenthal Center, and Simon Wiesenthal was a Nazi hunter, and he hunted Nazis down. So I'm not saying he shouldn't have talked about this, but he gets up and he starts talking triumphantly about bringing the Nazis to justice. And I guess he's promoting his center. But I was sitting there, and I'm a Jew who became a Christian, and that still makes me a Jew in some ways, certainly racially, and certainly in my love of the Jewish people and my love of my heritage. And I was just sitting there thinking, like, I write in my memoir, The Great Good Thing, about the Holocaust. I understand what it is. It is a major, major event in human history, and it is the end of Europe as far as I'm concerned. It's the period on the life of Europe. But after a while, is that who the Jews want to be? Do the Jews always want to be about who killed us last? And I mean, certainly the Jews are the most oppressed people who have ever walked the face of the earth. No one can take their thorny crown away. But is that all they want to be? And of course not. Of course not. They want you to know that they're entertainers and writers and bankers and scientists and win Nobel Prizes right and left. That's what you want to talk about. How long do the blacks want to be victims? How long do they want to be slaves? How long is that how they want us to see them? And the thing is, I don't believe that the majority of blacks want to live like that or be seen like that. I believe they're being sold a bill of goods by the left so much. There was an article in the Wall Street Journal, their review by Steven Pinker, about how wonderful these last 50 to 100 years have been. How much progress there has been since the Enlightenment. Disease, there's less disease, there's so much less poverty. There's food for, we've increased our population by millions, and yet there's more food. There's more energy. We thought we were going to run out of energy. We've got more energy. Soon we'll be able to harness the sun. There'll be even more energy. I mean, things are going great in that regard. In America, bigotry is vanishing. It has vanished at a systemic level. It has vanished at a government level. It is as close as it has ever been since the ancient Roman Empire to vanishing on a local level. Let it go. They won't let it go because it's the source of their power. We're going to be talking about more of these issues tomorrow with Douglas Murray. Be there for that. I've also got something to say about Terminator and stuff I like. I had this incredible revelation about the Terminator film, the first Terminator film. So be there for that. I'm Andrew Klavan. This is The Andrew Klavan Show. We will see you again for our last day of the week tomorrow. The Andrew Klavan Show is produced by Robert Sterling. Executive producer, Jeremy Boring. Senior producer, Jonathan Hay. Our supervising producer is Mathis Glover. Technical producer, Austin Stevens. Edited by Alex Zingaro. Audio is mixed by Mike Cormina. Hair and makeup is by Jesua Alvera, and our animations are by Cynthia Angulo and Jacob Jackson. The Andrew Klavan Show is a Daily Wire Forward Publishing production, copyright Forward Publishing 2018.